Welcome to the Patriot Cast. I am Billy from Patriot Focus, and today I am joined once again by Kevin. It's been a while. It's been since Gerard Mayo got fired. Sorry to bring up the bad times to start it off, but um, since Gerard Mayo has been fired, Kevin is back on. I'm super excited to have him back on, and yeah, today we'll be talking about Patriots trade deadline. That's definitely a huge topic right now. Patriots trading away I'm not going to say start offenders, but two defenders that had a big impact in the past couple of years. And yeah, so I guess the this 5 game win streak, 5 game win streak isn't the huge. Is it the 6 game win? Yeah, the 5 game win streak isn't the huge topic to talk about today. It is the NFL trade deadline. So, Kevin, opening statement. What do you think on the NFL on the Patriots two trades so far?
Um, well, my first thought is that uh, it was nice to see them make a little bit of space in the locker room,
It was, yeah,
and because you know what that means. And with Keon White, like we were talking the other day, um, he might be better off in a different system. You know, and
yeah,
Roberts, like I said, like Robert Sala, he knows what Keon White's all about. Like
yep,
he knows what he's getting.
yeah,
So I trust Robert for sure, and that's definitely like I'm probably gonna watch more Niners games because I want to watch Mac KB and
and now Keon White,
Keon White. I mean, we watched them
yeah,
so much. Why wouldn't I want to watch them?
exactly, yeah. Um, no, it was. Let's just say I wasn't shocked when I saw the news of Keon White and Kyle Duggar getting traded.
Yeah,
Kyle Duggar, definitely not a shocker. He's been probably 5 months in the trade. I mean, we can even go back to November and see trade talks of Kyle Duggar when he came back from that injury and he was missing every single tackle. Keon White, he was one of those guys that heated up in training camp. July and August, superstar, comes into September and October, and he, just falls off. So even last year, he was a sack leader at one point, maybe the first 2 or 3 weeks, and fell off. So he's a
but but,
fun.
e-
What did you
but
say?
even
Sorry.
that, not to get into the weeds too much, but even then, remember he did pretty well out of the gate. But then we started to learn the story, right? That he
Yeah,
really wasn't. It wasn't that they said it was him, but there was a few references to someone on the line not doing their job, or
yeah, yeah,
following through. You remember,
yep.
um, but like that's in the past. Whatever. The every I'm not unhappy with this team at all right now,
Oh
and
no, no way.
you know hope Duggar can figure something out over with the Steelers. The Steelers is not a terrible place for Duggar to go. Like
Yeah,
it for where he is in his career, not an awful place to go.
no,
Like who wouldn't
it's not. Let's.
go with Mike Tomlin and like
Yeah,
Steelers are always that they've had a
it's.
tradition of defense. Like come on,
I don't think it's the best place to go, but it's not. It's not a terrible. But Keon White, let's go to him. Someone who I don't know. He was always a weird situation in New England, in my opinion.
yeah,
He
undersized lineman, like hand in the dirt
yeah
kind of like, but he, it's not the style of ball that they're playing with Vrabel's system,
yep. I
and
think. Sorry, what were you saying?
yeah, and just that we have to just make a little mention of that, like Vrabel's system works, and he has himself on his staff the horses in the barn to make it happen, so
Yeah. The only thing with this Keon White move that I'm a little concerned about is so he got a couple he got a few snaps first couple games, maybe a little more than a few, we can call it. I don't think did terrible. I mean, maybe didn't do great, but and also got overperformed by Harold Landry. Caleb Von Chason beat him in camp. I saw that. And Keon White was just the extra guy, the extra edge rusher. And I do think it came down to Keon White or Anthony Jennings to keep. And
But isn't he? He's
because,
not. I mean, Keon White's done some edge stuff, right? But like,
yes.
it was like even in I don't know. I guess it's confusing because they probably never really found the right place for him, which is part of his backstory, from what I understand in college and all that.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of he didn't fit in the Mike Vrabel system for both of these trades. I would like. Did you think that too? I mean, I would like a more of a explanation about the system part because I think Keon White was a pretty he was pretty flexible in where he could play, and he was I don't know. I don't know. I'm afraid. I was afraid to give up Keon White. That's my thought.
Yeah, but it's not a huge risk right now because we have enough good defensive players. Like the roster has some of the best defensive players in the league. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
not a lot of them. I mean, but they got some good. They have more like NFL uh, good players than they did last year.
Yeah.
Um,
We have a question in the chat. Do you think we could have gotten a little more value out of White and Duggar? That's a good question. I think White we could have gotten more value, but at the same time, if we could have gotten more value, we would have. So, I think
Go ahead.
I think I think I think we were shopping for Keon White last week too. We couldn't get anything for him, and we had to settle with a 6th rounder. But that's only because he was inactive last week or
Yeah.
week 8. That's so I do think we could have gotten more value. But you also look from another team's standpoint, they're not stupid. They know the fact that we want to get rid of them, and let's just say they know as much as we do. So
For them, he's worth taking a risk.
exactly, yeah, and also like they know that we need to get rid of him because he's not going to play here in New England. So they're thinking that we can just give him this, and they're probably going to accept it because they don't want him anymore.
Yeah, hey, hot take. You know who could have gotten more out of Keon White? Huh?
Who?
Belichick. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And Matty P and Belichick, they would have squeezed the juice.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
By
at the
year
same
3,
time,
you bet your ass they would.
Elliot Wolf tells you to, Mike Vrabel tells Elliot Wolf to go trade Keon White and shop around for him. I bet he did, and I bet he didn't get the offer that he wanted. And at the end of the day, it comes down to what do you want more, the 1 round better pick, so let's say around 5 instead of around 6, or do you want to still deal with this guy being in the locker room when he probably doesn't want to be there because he knows he can go start for another team, and what good is he doing here? Like, what do you think?
That's just it. I don't know. I don't know what they've told him or what they've expected him or what.
No, I
plays
don't
they're
either.
running.
Yeah.
So I don't know the extent of his abilities. I can't. We can't even assess all that. But I don't think it matters because you know what? I do have a lot of faith in Mike Vrabel and
Me too.
The Patriots right now making decisions because he's more than proven it in the past several months.
Yeah.
So if he wants to play a certain way and Keon White can't produce at the level that he needs and moves on to someone else, that's how it goes.
Yeah, and that's fine because we
But
are currently
it could be
6-2. So I'm not going to go complain about a 3rd or 4th string edge rusher being moved for a 6th round pick when we're nickel and diming here, right? So
yeah, you can't live in the past either. You have to move
Yeah.
forward, whether you got enough value out of him or not. He's a confusing player to nail down. He's got half of this and half of that, and maybe something clicks with him in the Niners. Best of luck.
Yeah, and
Still like the player. He still looks like a good player. Looks like someone you're like, yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah.
He commands that attention, but doesn't always deliver.
Yeah, and
So
we can't forget that Keon White was good last year. Like that's despite all what happened from last year to here. Like obviously coaching changes and stuff. He did
yeah,
lead. He led the Patriots in sacks last year with 5, and he had 45 pressures. That's, I mean, you can't deny that's pretty good. So, however, he was a healthy scratch on Sunday, and Vrabel doesn't want him here anymore. So, get him out of here, I guess. Right?
yeah.
All right. So now we'll move on to Patriots. Or do you have any final statements about Keon White?
Keon White or Duggar? No.
No, we're on the
It,
Duggar now.
oh, we're on the Duggar.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No. Just to reiterate, like it is going to be exciting watching. I hope it'd be nice to see him get some snaps with the Niners. I'd
Yeah.
like to see
Yep.
what he looks like somewhere else.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, Duggar.
On to Kyle Duggar, someone who has been on the Patriots, one of the longest tenured Patriots, if not the longest. I don't know. I don't know if he is
It was
right now. Right now,
guy.
current Patriot.
What was his name again?
Huh? Oh.
Kyle Duggar.
So yeah, I don't know. He might have been the longest tenured Patriot, current Patriot. Well,
Current, like
current. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. But no, I'm not mad about this trade. I knew it's Kyle Duggar. I mean, he had a ton of issues this offseason and at the end of last season, even throughout all last season. So he was, I think, on the verge of getting cut. Not making the 53-man roster. I think they were shopping him around then, and they didn't get what they wanted. And he stood out to me that last week of preseason, which is I think why he stayed here. And also he got some special teams reps and kind of made himself a special team guy, maybe to get a little more brownie points. So again, like we both said, can't complain too much, but yeah, it's nothing crazy here. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, Kyle Duggar's a good player.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of play he is right now, but it's kind of like it's been obvious that he's not going to get the snaps that these other guys are getting.
Yeah.
Like look at you didn't mention Spillane earlier.
No, I didn't. Spillane is one of our 8 players that we will be.
Okay.
And these are, by the way, later on we'll be doing 8 players that our thoughts are right now, and Kevin does not know any of them right now, so he'll be on the spot
one now, I guess.
Well, yeah, but he'll be on the spot later on in the podcast. But so trade candidates. Want to talk about some trade candidates that maybe the Patriots could be getting or giving away. What is one that's could stand out to you? Also on the spot, but
honestly, I haven't really thought about that.
All right, I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Brees Hall. What do you think? That's been
That's right. We were talking about that.
That's been
earlier.
a rumored trade. I have 2 actually. We'll go with Brees Hall to start it off. He's been a rumored trade candidate for probably a week or so now. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Brees Hall? Would you want him coming in?
Yeah, Brees Hall. Like, who wouldn't want Brees Hall on their football team? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know his exact health right now, but let's see, all things being healthy and everything, he's a good football player.
Yeah, he is.
Now,
would you do Ramondre for Brees Hall? Maybe add.
No,
would. Really,
I'm
you
not,
wouldn't.
So I'm more of a I like Ramondre Stevenson and the way he plays and the way he runs.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, he's a really good back when everyone does their job.
Not only that, but he's also maybe he might fumble. He fumbles, and he's been able to fix that a little bit. We've seen these past few weeks. I
It's not just
earlier.
that though, Bill.
The
It's not.
fumbles, it's a lot,
You
a lot.
know,
I think a lot of it was the fumbles
it's
at
not just
first.
it's not just him, is what I'm saying. And
Oh yeah,
actually,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying that. The head coach said that.
Yep,
Okay, there's like about three other guys. We're talking about protecting the ball. What about protecting the guy with the ball?
yep.
He's like, there's a
Mike
whole team of
Onwenu,
players there.
Garrett Bradbury, those guys in the trenches. I mean, Will Campbell, Morgan Moses. I mean, Jared Wilson. Those are all guys that are protecting him right now. And
Well, but then you get downfield though. You're
oh,
not. That's Rabel's whole thing. When the
you're talking
ball's
about the
moving,
receivers
you
that are
are too.
blocking.
What?
You're talking about the receivers that are blocking.
Yes, everybody.
Yep. I mean,
Like
one
everybody's.
standout blocking receiver that I've noticed so far this season is Pop Douglas,
Oh,
especially down when he was getting 1 to 3 targets a game, getting one reception for 4 yards. He was the reason that you would see those 20-yard runs and those because even versus Saints when that Keyshawn Booty deep ball touchdown, he picked up key blocked there. Actually, no, that was Ramondre Stevenson. Sorry, Ramondre Stevenson and Pop Douglas are both great blockers right now. And yeah, I mean, sure they might not be getting 100 yards and 3 touchdowns a game, but they're making those plays happen.
the thing about Ramondre Stevenson is he's on schedule.
Yep.
Like the guy, when all things are right, he can make it happen. Hunter
Yeah.
Henry, another one of those guys that like he ain't flashy,
Austin
he's not
Hooper.
perfect, but he
Well,
knows where to be when to be there.
I mean,
And
yeah,
so when
yeah.
everybody else does their job, Ramondre Stevenson crushes it.
You know who else I've
I would,
been noticing
would
who's
never
doing that
get.
too is Matt Collins,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like there's a
veteran
lot
receiver that you know.
pop too. That every dig all of them are,
Yeah,
which is a reflection of the regime change.
yeah. It's I don't know. It's I would like Brees Hall, but I've also said to people I've talked to about it, I'm okay with what we have right now. And if we don't make a single move in this trade deadline, I'm not going to be mad about it.
If there's a good running back though, if a Brees Hall is available and you can get him, you got to get him.
So, but then you have Ramondre Stevenson, Brees Hall, and Travion Henderson in the room. Then what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Like
But
start Ramondre.
yeah,
You take it one practice at a time, one game at a time. You integrate the player, and you play football.
but then you see some of these
You
guys
give
are
it.
saying Travion
What?
Henderson's not getting enough carries. He's not getting enough touches. These are the same guys that are saying we want Brees Hall.
Okay.
So we,
Let's
we get
let's.
Brees Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, and Travion Henderson. Who's not going to get the ball? Travion Henderson. In
It
my opinion, I
depends
don't think
though.
Travion Henderson's getting the ball over Brees or
Yeah,
Ramondre in this
okay,
system.
hold on. You don't even know that though.
No.
Get the guy on the practice field and see what happens. Because
Yeah.
what if Travion Henderson, a combination of him being at his stage in development, like he's young, he's like give him a break. He's got
Yeah.
something, and the coaching staff, and Josh McDaniels, he's great and all, but he also you got to give him some time to do his job, and give these young players some time to show their feathers a
Yeah.
little. And
Yeah.
he's starting to do that.
Uh-huh.
So I think Brees Hall would come in there and Travion Henderson would kick it up a little notch. He'd be a better player and they'd be
You
like,
think
wow,
so?
we just have three like really good running backs. That
Yeah.
could always happen too. So you got to keep your mind your mind open to letting these guys get on the field and do well.
Now, if Gibson is not hurt and on IR,
Oh,
are we having
you
this
had to bring that
conversation?
up.
Are we having this conversation if that's the case?
Whew.
No, I don't think so either.
Oh, that's a tough one. You know that I've always liked Gibson.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Even in
I was
training camp, you've liked him. You've liked Gibson for a little bit now.
yeah,
I like
and
him too. He's a fun player to watch because he has that receiving back ability. He has that power back ability when he needs to, and he's able to return kicks. So
and he can see the field. Like his returns,
Yeah.
he sees it all
Yep.
and makes it happen like without hesitation. Him and Marcus Jones,
Yeah.
like they don't hesitate.
No, they don't.
Travion Henderson has a little bit. He's probably a little bit more than a little bit. He's got that too.
I would like to see Travion Henderson more in the special teams and kickoff. And I mean,
I want to
and
see
punt
all of
return.
them in all of it.
Yeah. I mean, because
Right?
you want to go see Marcus Jones return a kick, and you want to see Travion Henderson,
Well, if
which
we
you
drop
can do
two
both.
guys that if we put two guys back there, right? What are they going to do? Kick it to Travion Henderson or kick it to Gibson? I mean, no
Marcus
matter who
Jones.
catches it,
Yeah. But
get
right
ready.
now, I mean, we had Efton Chisholm and Terrell Jennings. I love those two guys right there. For kick return, though, I'd rather Travion Henderson and Marcus Jones.
I
But
agree.
I don't understand that. Maybe we're saving Marcus Jones for the defensive side. I don't know. Maybe it's something that he doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
But you know what I am glad about is we just signed Marcus Jones to a 3-year extension. That is, I think it's 3-year extension. That is huge. He is someone. He's been this is easily his best season of his career so far, I think. Between the pass breakups, the coverage, I mean, he is. When I was looking at some PFF stats last night, he has not had a game where he has allowed over 50 yards from a receiver. From all receivers, he's covered too. So that is some serious talent right there.
Yeah.
And I think we've both been a huge fan of Marcus Jones for a little bit now.
I mean,
How
that
can
guy,
you not be though?
last year, I started to realize he's a legit Patriot. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that guy's a career Patriot.
Oh, I agree. I think
You know what I mean?
yeah, I agree.
Like I don't think the Crafts let certain people go, and he's one of them.
No,
you don't let Marcus Jones,
especially
go.
because who he is. Like it's not only the fact that he, those numbers and those kick returns that he's able to do and all that. He's also a great leader. I've seen videos in the locker room where he's been a great leader and stuff. So he's honestly he's a great guy to have in my opinion for the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean he's great. I also see this season and flashes last season of Pop too.
Yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
And he gives me that like Patriot for life feeling for sure. Especially if he keeps it up the way he's playing.
Yeah, Pop is playing great right now, and he's playing like what we have wanted him to. He's playing like what we've wanted to see him play, ever since he gotten drafted. Like
it's just getting started.
He is a fun player to watch. He might not be 6'2", but he is 5'10", whatever it is, and he's able to, get around defenders and he's always that guy that I feel like Drake can rely on, and Drake, you can look at the field and find Pop.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Pop this year too.
How about that one-handed catch he did?
Oh my God! Right when Josh Dobbs came out and May comes back in, rough throw right there, but that was what a catch right there too.
And I wonder, was it the throw or did he, was he too fast on his route?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He's.
But it doesn't matter. That was a great one.
Oh yeah, that was a great one.
The announcer, right? Or the commentator or whatever. He but maybe it was the analyst. He said, "Oh, that'll be a still. That'll be a framed photo.
Oh,
Pop will hang." Was it McCourty that said it?
Yeah. I think it was Jason McCourty. Right, it was Jason. Yeah, was it Jason? Jason was doing the game. I know that, right?
Yeah. For CBS, is Jason with CBS?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Jason.
Doesn't really matter. One's a studio guy.
Yeah.
One's got the real gig, and he sounded great. I love both the McCourtys.
I do too.
Love Tom Brady, but like the McCourtys, I'd rather listen to them.
I would too.
There's a bunch. I'd rather. No offense, Brady, but Like I'd rather listen to I think Romo.
Um. All right. I like Brady. um. Yeah. I like Brady.
I'm trying to see how deep I can go here.
Um. Question in the chat: who got traded? Keon White gets traded to the 49ers, and Kyle Duggar gets traded to the Steelers. That was
Yeah,
last night.
and and Lawrence Guy signed a 1 day contract to retire as a Patriot. Is that right?
That is right. Yep. Went up there and rang the bell on Sunday, and that was fun. That was fun to watch. I mean, I like Lawrence Guy. He's a fan favorite in New England, in my opinion.
Yeah,
You can't
like
not like him.
total package, awesome guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was fun to watch in his time. All right.
Yeah.
Who was another trade candidate I had? Trade candidate positions, actually. Let's go edge rusher. Would you want to go trade for an edge rusher? Or is that something
Yeah,
you would?
if you can get someone that they're looking for, like yeah, another edge rusher, of course.
Yeah.
Um, like without a doubt.
I'd be Kayvon Thibodeau would be someone I'd be interested. It's also hard to go pick and choose who, or from our standpoint, pick and choose who you want us to trade for. Because if I was able to do that, I'd say go trade for AJ Brown, go trade for like say obviously, I'd go want to trade for whoever I can, but not all these guys are on the block, so it's tough to predict who the Patriots trade for. It's a lot easier to see who they trade away.
Yeah.
Tight end would also be another position I would not be surprised about. Go get
So
another tight end that
did
maybe
you
not.
say Hendrickson?
I did not know.
Is Hendrickson available?
He might be available. I know he was a huge topic back in the off season, and I can't remember what the solution was with him. I can't remember what they did, but I know they shut him up somehow, and I don't
They
know if
pay him.
he's still talking. I don't think it was a franchise tag.
Did they pay? Did they take care of Alvin Kamara?
No, him and Chris Olave. Chris Olave is another one who is a big trade candidate. I would go get Chris Olave, but the only thing is, I'm okay with our receivers right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Keyshawn. I'm very happy with Keyshawn Booty. Very happy with Stephon Diggs, and very happy with Pop Douglas. Even Mac Hollins gets us 7 receptions, 7 targets for, what was it, 75 yards or something last game. That was a very quiet 75 yards,
Yeah.
but he was there when Drake needed him. So I'm honestly fine with it, and he's also another fun guy to watch. So another veteran receiver in this room who looks like a pretty good leader. AK or Alvin Kamara is not getting traded. Olave is one hit away from never playing again. So
Who is?
Olave, he's had an issue for concussions in his past. That's for sure. But
I didn't know that.
no, I don't think. I think he's okay. They also
I think you're right though.
look at his quarterbacks. Spencer Rattler. He's not thinking about a hospital ball. He's thinking about his passing yards. He's
The wide receivers are in good shape. Like I don't. That room is great, and then they can dial up whatever they need to if
exactly
a certain defense shows them something they need to scheme up. They can do simple stuff like say, "Hey, Diggs, I don't know what to do about this guy. Just get after it." You know,
Yep. Yeah.
like go do what you do with that guy over there, and let's get something going. And
Yep.
Diggs would just like Josh already has that. He already knows that he has that in Diggs. He can just walk over to him and say a few things and get him. He is. They say, you're playing chess or checkers. I mean,
Yeah, checker.
some of
Yeah.
these guys are a little bit beyond chess in some ways.
Oh
There's
yeah.
something going on. They're going to be able to dial him up when if they need to, and just crush, just kill. Look at Booty's doing so well because what are they gonna? They can't take their attention off of Diggs.
People are forgetting that Booty
You know?
was a first rounder at one point. Like entering his last year of college, he was projected as a first round and a first rounder in the NFL. He got that injury, he got into that gambling issue. He ended up going in the 6th round. And first 2 seasons, we didn't see what we really wanted to see from him. But I mean, no, sorry. We saw what we had to see from him to keep him because he was a 6th rounder. So the average fan was not expecting a breakout 900-yard season from him. They were not expecting much from him, that's my standpoint anyway. And
I
then
think
now
you're
we
right.
see the first round talent that these scouters and stuff saw at the beginning of that college season. Because he had the talent. I mean, now we're really seeing it. And you're also right. I mean, Stephon Diggs is also looking to be like a decoy, if you call it that.
That's
But
just
Booty's
it, Bill.
also getting open. Like, look at
There-
these routes that he's doing. He is getting open.
There's a lot of receivers getting open.
Yeah. Pop Douglas
Even on
being one
some
of
of
them.
these scrambles.
Every receiver, except one receiver, Kyle Williams. He's been a little disappointing. It's not only Kyle Williams though. Drake May just does. He's throwing like Tom Brady to everyone else, and then Mac Jones to Kyle Williams. I don't know. It's weird with them right now. I don't know. He's also a rookie, so and you know what? I've been thinking of is the Patriots fans and just the Patriots themselves, the organization. We've been 5 years with getting a rookie and putting them in right away. It's been at least since 2019 or 2018 that we were able to get a rookie and wait for them and let them develop, and we're not used to that. We're used to putting them right in and starting up. You know what I mean? So I think with Travion Henderson, getting 20 snaps a game, I think we're overreacting, which I'm overreacting too. I'm not gonna lie to anyone about it, but I think at the end of the day, it's not going to be a bad decision.
What I don't know. You talked about a lot of decisions. Which decisions are you talking about?
We'll call it Travion Henderson. I mean, so
Yeah.
I started off with Kyle Williams, ended off with Travion Henderson,
And
two
we're on
rookies.
Booty.
I'm talking about
Listen,
the
about
rookies.
Booty.
The rookies.
He didn't come out of nowhere this year. Like
No, he didn't.
by the end of last year, I remember the talk about him was very much like it's going well. Like development is going well with this receiver. We got him in the 6th round.
Yeah, he was a 6th rounder.
That's a huge win.
Yes.
This is how it's supposed to go. Like you get a
Yep.
6th round receiver. Takes them a year and a half to figure out where everything is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then you start to see some life and go, all right. And then boom.
And then you also think about that they've gotten a new coaching staff and, group every single year they've been in.
And like a Hall of Fame receiver is in the room now.
Exactly, yeah. And they haven't, and he got put in the probably wide receiver 1 position last year. At some point in the season, he was wide receiver 1.
Yeah,
so
that's irrelevant to me.
I mean, he's a guy leading the room last year, and I don't know. He's a 6th rounder from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years later, he's leading a receiving room with 4 wins for the season. So I don't know. I just think it's tough for. It would be tough for him to come here or come into this season with high hopes, but no, he did. And as he said that, I remember seeing a stat. I think it was 55 receptions and over 800 yards in the past 17 games for Booty. So you are right. He did start heating up last year. 8 of those games being this year. So those are counting the last 9 games last year. Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch, and he's turning into what we expected him to be.
Yeah, and Drake trusts him. He's going to put the ball up there. Drake's the best deep ball guy in the league, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to this point, this is my last thing about Booty. Although I love talking about Booty, uh, Drake needs that guy that he can just toss it up. You know what I mean? He
Oh
needs that
yeah.
guy, and Booty
Yep.
deserves a little respect for that. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys
Yep.
that Drake can toss it up to, and he knows like I'm gonna put it where he can get it, and he will.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty awesome to see them play like that. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's a fun
they're
guy to
turning the
watch.
fourth quarter. They're turning the fourth quarter into a joint practice. I mean, right? It's like, all
Yeah.
right, let's get these other guys out there and
They
see what
are.
we can do.
They are.
We
Yeah.
haven't seen that in years with this team.
Yeah. Um. All right, we're gonna get into our 8 players that we think could we're just gonna 8 players. What are our thoughts on them? Again, like I said earlier, Kevin does not know these players. He knows one, being Robert Spillane. So, um, let's start with safety, Jalen Hawkins. What are your thoughts on him this year? I'm a huge fan of him. Let's hear your thoughts first.
Um, I started liking. He started showing. Let's see, was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year. That
And then yeah, because and definitely liked the way his game was going. And it's the old story of like there was space. The roster opened up and he was there and here we go. And I like to see those things because
hmm
I also like to see those things turned into ball hawks,
Yep.
getting interceptions and he's going in the right direction. He's another one of those players where I wonder if he has more to show us.
I mean, yeah, he got put into a role where he is. I guess he was a backup safety last year. We had Jabril Peppers, Kyle Duggar, who I guess the Mayo and staff liked, and those and Del Pettis too. So Jalen Hawkins got the starting role today. Had a pretty good camp, pretty good off season. Or sorry, not today. This season, had a pretty good camp, pretty good off season, and I'm a huge fan of Hawkins, especially to see that one-handed grab, that one-handed INT.
Yeah.
That was sick. He's definitely a ball hawk, and he's fun to watch. So, any more statements about Hawkins, or want to move on to the next guy?
Yeah, next.
All right. We already talked about him a little bit. Travion Henderson, running back. He has been an interesting guy to watch this season. Wish we could see more, but 75 yards last game, around 75 yards. I don't know the exact number, but I think it was probably 75 yards. About to score his first NFL touchdown, and fumbles. The running back fumbles. It was a good play. It was a good defensive
did he
play.
fumble or was it punched out?
It was punched out, but it was listed as a fumble.
And
So
there was 3 shirts of a different color all around him, huh?
there was. Yep.
Okay.
It was goal line.
We're back. We're back. I know, but we're back to my point that I made earlier,
Yeah.
which wasn't even my point. It's the coach's point, and he says these other guys have jobs too.
Yeah.
What he said.
But they've been doing their job for the most part. There's been.
You have to do it
I'm
at the
talking
most
about the
critical
O-line.
time when the ball's supposed to be going across the goal line.
Yeah.
You know?
In the red zone's the most.
No,
Yeah.
they're a good team. I'm not gonna, but like when that, because then I'm not gonna listen to the coach say everyone has a job to do, and then the next game I see that everyone's doing their job, and people that we
Yep.
have no ball security problems at that point. All right, great. And then Travion Henderson has that issue, and I see all these shirts of a different color around him, and thinking it's just a pile of of the other team all over him.
Yep. And this is a fast defense too. This
And then we're
Browns
gonna
defense
say,
is one of the best
he
in the
fumbled the
league.
ball. Okay,
It was a punt. It was a great defensive play. But
exactly.
he ended up he was listed as a fumble, which
So
It's
bad
still,
blocking,
I think 90 or
good defensive play,
75% running backs are fumbling that ball,
lost
but
the ball.
it happened. It,
Yeah.
it was a good defensive play, and so was that Drake May interception too. That was a good defensive. I mean, I don't know. He said it in the press conference. He said I forgot he could jump. So
Yeah.
what are you
Well,
gonna do about it? It was a misread, and
when he threw it, it was a lapse. You could tell, like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it was.
He knew
Oh, all
right
right, that's
away
getting picked off.
that
Yep.
wasn't something. That wasn't what was like in. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's
Sorry.
doing
What?
really well.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not gonna. We can't rake him across the coals over that just that one.
Especially because he's been a huge question about turnovers and stuff coming into the season. What was it? He had a lot of picks last year. I don't think it was 12 the number, or was that too much? I think it was around 12. I don't know.
You're the data guy.
Yeah, I know. I am the data guy, but um, the point though is that 3 picks this year. That is okay. I mean, not okay. That's great for him.
Yeah.
I mean, a pick is a pick, and when he's able to make it up for 287 yards and whatever it is, 3 passing touchdowns, great. I mean, I'll trade away a pick for 287 yards. I mean, it'd be great to not see the pick, but
yeah, but
it happens.
Yeah.
All right, next guy, cornerback Marcus Jones. We also talked about this guy earlier, so we'll see what else we can get out of us. But someone who just signed a 3-year extension, like we already talked about. He's been a really fun guy to watch this season. Like I said, best season of his career so far. What do you think of Marcus Jones this year?
So, all the things we've said, of course.
Yep.
And you and I could talk about him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll just mention this one thing.
Yeah.
Forget which game it was, but it's been a couple of games, it seems, where some of the broadcasters or whatever, the color analysts and the guy calling the game, they question his size, and ability to take guys down. I mean, he's not out there taking down tight ends by himself.
Yeah.
He might be able to like jam him up or anything, but it's hard for him to wrap him up at all or anything like that. But they question him, his size, and then within a quarter or so, they're like, wow, he's really, making it happen.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. That's Marcus Jones.
Romo will do it. Romo will do it.
He doesn't need to be big.
Yeah.
The guy's got heart of a lion, that kind of thing going.
Yeah. Yeah, I also read today, he didn't even have an agent for his deal that he signed. He's
a smart guy.
I was gonna say he's a very smart. He's also he's a video producer and he's a actor and stuff. So I like Marcus Jones. He's a very personal guy, and that's what we like. We both like knowing these guys, I guess, outside of football and who they actually are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then you can see, are you as when they're awesome off the field and they're awesome on the field.
Yeah.
It's like no wonder, and that's a kind of a cool thing as a fan to experience.
Exactly. Yeah. Another guy we already talked about a little bit, Kayshon Boutte. It just happens that we talk about all these guys, and then 8 guys are listed, and all those 8 guys are who we talked about. No, but Kayshon Boutte, like we said, he's been fun to watch this season, and yeah, I mean, I basically said everything again, so I don't want to repeat it all. What do you think?
Next time we should start the podcast with the list of 8.
A quick warm up, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to like a
yeah.
Why not rip through it?
Yep.
But what do I think of? Wait, who are we on now?
We're at Boutte.
Oh, still on Boutte?
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
So okay, one more thing about Boutte.
Yep.
Because I watched the what's it mic'd up
Yeah,
Josh McDaniel.
I was gonna watch that.
He it's good. You should.
I'm gonna.
Um, but while I was watching it, it kind of confirmed something I was thinking watching the game. Like, Booty's doing really well. But he how many targets and how many catches is he averaging the past few games? Like, not a ton.
I don't know, but the last 3 weeks,
But he's
223
made
yards and 4 touchdowns.
it's it's what I'm saying. It's been about impact plays.
Yep.
Down the field, like, the guy that they can count on. I mean, he's they're comparing him to who was do they're comparing him to Brandon LaFell.
Ooh.
You know,
Yeah.
a guy that just somehow he's open. Like, he doesn't on the field. He doesn't look like. I mean, he doesn't look like just Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson looks like the legendary player that he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Booty doesn't look like that, but for some reason he's like always he's there, he's open and he's catching it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like
actually
that,
did see a clip of that mic'd up. He said like you're patient or something, like patient about.
maybe targets.
Yeah. It was
You
something.
know,
It was something along the lines of like I like how patient you are or
but
something.
they're winning games because of the way these guys are all like understanding that it's not so much about all the targets you're getting. It's like playing the game, um, doing your job so that the right player is supposed to get the ball.
Yeah.
On a
Yep.
particular play, depending on the defense, a certain player should get the ball to have the best chance, and that's the quarterback's job to figure that out. They're playing in a way that's it just seems like they're really executing on that. They're taking advantage of that opportunity better than they have the past couple of years, and it's got to be coaching and talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's players. It's obviously we get it, but like it's also coaching that's keeping those players going, like maximizing their potential,
Yeah.
doing a lot of processing for them so that
Mm-hmm.
they are processing what they're seeing on the field, and
Yeah.
knowing what to do. They're doing a great job with all that, and I think
Yeah. That's a great point.
I think that I hope that players like not Diggs, he's probably on the list, right? So I won't say too much, but like Diggs, he's at this place in his life. Maybe he just knows it's time to be a leader and time to
Oh yeah.
put to work what he's learned. He's a very intelligent guy.
Yeah, I
And
think I like almost giving it to these younger guys and what he's learned throughout his 10 years of his career,
exactly,
bringing it to these rookies and these younger guys, and that's also why I trust Ramondre and Diggs and what they're doing with these two rookies in Henderson and Kyle Williams, because they're learning off two really experienced and they let's just say they've seen it all. I mean, Matt Collins and Stephon Diggs, they've seen it. They've seen many different playbooks, and
exactly.
they know what they're working with. Even Ramondre, he's seen a couple different playbooks. He's seen from Nick Saban's playbook to Josh McDaniels to Alex Van Pelt,
It's very vanilla.
which we don't have to get back into that, but
Oh, I hope not.
because yeah, let's just not get back into
We have
but
so much to talk about moving forward.
yeah. No, but these guys have seen so many different playbooks and so many different things throughout their career. So that's why I trust what they do with Kyle Williams and Travion Henderson. Next guy, want to get to our next guy?
Yeah.
Linebacker Robert Spillane, someone that talked about earlier and made us wait to talk about. So, yeah, Robert Spillane's been almost Defensive Player of the Week every single week this year for the Patriots. He has been, what he's been doing what he was doing last year. Tackle after he's been leading the team in tackles every week. What do you think of Spillane so far?
I feel like he got off to a slower start, like not really playing the way he wanted to play. The
Yeah.
first, I forget whether it's just the first or first two games. It didn't seem like it was too long.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, he's number 14, right?
Who? Spillane, yeah.
Yeah, because it's easy to see, him get after the ball and not just that, like he sees so much and he knows where to be, um, to just charge at the right time. You notice that he's like
Yeah.
very,
He's almost patient, but he's also, I don't know, aggressive. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. So
he's a fun
and
guy to watch.
and I think it's a really critical part of what I'm seeing this year from the Patriots is this there's less hesitation with certain players, and a lot of
Hmm.
success in the field is coming from, I think, uh, that they're making decisions. They're not hesitating. They're just getting after it.
Yeah, even
But
even against the Browns, he's like he'll put up 15, he'll put up 14 tackles, but then he's also almost a ball hawk when it comes to the pass coverage too. Against the Browns, 14 total tackles, one
yeah,
pick, and two tackles for loss and a deflection. I mean,
he
that's
looks
pretty
like a
good.
confident leader. You
Yeah,
know,
he's also leading this defense. He's leading this linebacker core, who is, um, I don't know, a weird linebacker core. We'll get into one more linebacker, and two more guys here, but one more offensive guy, tight end Austin Hooper. He's been there when we need him, and or from what I've seen, he's been there when we need him. That really nice touchdown in the back corner of the end zone a couple weeks ago. He's been fun to
yeah,
watch. I mean, another one of those veteran guys that maybe he's not really teaching this tight end room because he has Hunter Henry to work with, but he's able to work with this offense, work with Drake May, and tight end position's a fun position to watch, especially with these veterans too. What do you think is Hooper?
let's see. Hooper is well, I don't think too much. I don't think too much of that whole onside kick thing.
With Hooper?
Yeah,
What do you mean? The last week?
yeah. What was up with that?
Um, I don't know.
Were you watching the game?
I was, but what are you talking about with the onside kick? The I don't know.
No.
He has been a pretty good blocker though. He's been he's also made some really big blocks that lead to some big gains. What onside kick are you talking about?
The last
I
game.
I
I mean, it
know
was.
I know the onside kick, but what did he do?
He could have. Was it one of those situations where like could he? Was there a rule where you couldn't touch it because he just like could have reached up and grabbed it, but
It's 10 yards that you can't touch it. Maybe it was that. I don't know. I didn't see it, so or I saw the onside kick. I didn't see I don't know. I didn't see what Hooper did in it. Maybe I was
okay.
watching a different game.
Um, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But facing the Falcons this week, and Hooper is facing his former team, which will be good. That touchdown that when he moshed that DB in Tennessee was sick. That was a nice play.
Yeah, Hooper's had good stuff every game. No, I agree.
Yep.
Um, you know, Hunter Henry has things that he's good at. Hooper's another one of those guys that's good at doing what the team needs him to do. And
Yeah.
I think that's a guy that's gonna work.
Whether that's
You know?
blocking or
Yeah.
finding that
Matt Collins
five
is
yard.
another one of those guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Spillane's great, but he's also one of those guys. There's a lot of these guys that they're just gonna do. I wondered Quentin Williams. I wonder what, and he just seems like one of those guys too. There's a whole team full of these guys now,
Yeah. Yep,
and
for
that's
sure. Yeah.
it's awesome to see that.
I agree.
And he's in Hooper's. He's on that list for sure,
Oh yeah.
without a doubt.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of who else. Like, even some young guys that we'll see in there. We'll see Pop. I can obviously be, but I feel like he'll do what he needs to do, but he'll also do extra when it comes to he'll do the blocking. He'll do the Ramondre's also, I think, one of those guys that can be in that list. But
Ramondre's he's a receiver. He's a running back. He can block.
yeah.
He can't do it all at once.
Hmm.
He can do one of those things at once.
Yeah.
He needs
Yeah.
everyone else to do their one thing too.
Yeah.
It's football. We're not
Yep.
playing tennis. We're playing
Um.
golf.
Yeah.
It's football. Everyone has to do their job.
That's right. Martin Mapu, linebacker, is another one. Is the last one actually.
How many snaps did he get last week?
Last week, I don't think too many, right? Or I don't know.
I don't think too many after one.
But the week before, he stood out to me. That's for sure.
You're right. Me too.
He played 20 snaps that week, and actually 18 of them were on coverage. So it's good to see that they're utilizing that safety part of him that he was playing earlier in his career, and using it for coverage. But he's also a linebacker, so he's able to drop into the run and all that stuff. So I think it was 20 snaps that he had, and he got like 7 tackles or something. It was something ridiculous like that. So it was 20 snaps for eight tackles, and that's his season high in snaps. It's 20.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see a little more of him. Maybe we will with Duggar gone. I don't know. We won't, but who knows? It's
a game plan team, so we're gonna see it when it makes sense. And maybe right now they're still just trying. Sometimes they send a guy out there to try. That because you don't get the same kind of live rep in practice that you get in a game. Sometimes they gotta try something on these guys. I mean, they're on the roster because they trust them to play football. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a certain amount of like just letting them go out there and figure this thing out.
Yep.
Or realize that no amount of live reps is going to fix or get them to where they need the players to be. So I trust the coaches. It was easy to not trust the coaches in the past. It's very easy to trust them now.
Yeah, especially with the experience. Like last year, we were coming in with. I mean, I've tried to not to revert to last year all episode, but we're gonna right here. Last year we were coming in with a head coach who was a defensive assistant and a an offensive coordinator who was a assistant quarterbacks coach or maybe a quarterbacks coach at best, and a defensive coordinator who knows what he did. So it's a huge and then you're seeing these guys compare these 4 wins to these 6 wins. Like I'm not surprised that we are at 6 wins right now. Like
me neither.
I'm nothing surprises me that we have 6 wins right now. Nothing surprises me of who we've beaten. I did at the beginning of the year put out a schedule prediction. Not all the games have been right, but the record has been right so far. So we're gonna hope we don't lose to the Falcons, but if we do, then my record is still correct. So let's hope it's not corrected after this week, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's a fun team to watch, that's for sure. And yeah. Any final statements before we wrap it up? Maybe some predictions for this week, or
well, we got to talk about the Atlanta Falcon game at all, or
Yeah, let's talk
Um,
about the Falcons game.
a little bit, right? Like Penix, is that guy? Is that
Yep,
who they
Michael
got?
Penix, quarterback for
Yeah, he
Atlanta.
sucks. No.
Reading off the
uh,
notes. There you go.
I'm kidding. I mean,
Yeah.
he's I don't know. He flashes of good and
Yep.
also flashes of rookie. I don't know what it is,
Yep.
but
Yeah,
I watched a
he's
little bit and I was like, all right, pocket passer, not mobile.
but then can be
Hadn't
mobile
really
too.
what,
He can be mobile at times.
but
He can,
compared to Drake, like Drake May, he's not. You know,
oh yeah. I
yeah,
mean, not many
freaking
are comparing to Drake May, but
yeah. Compared to Drake May, his shoes are made of concrete. You know,
oh yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
but uh no Penix, no but you can't write him off. You know, because um it people have good games, or it might be a turning point for him, or maybe our defense dismantles him. You know who
Not only can you write him off, but you can't write off Bijan Robinson,
exactly.
Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Yep. Oh,
Um,
the tight end, right?
yep,
Pitts.
yep.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
They
the
have a few
Patriots
things
their
going.
defense right now is immaculate. They have not let up over 50 yards from a running back all season. That is that is an insane stat in my opinion. I mean, I,
Yeah, but I mean, we had a game where we went against it. What team did we go against? Where they were stopping the run better than anybody, and was it
it was
Gibson
the Saints.
or
The
the
Saints.
Saints?
Yep.
Was it Gibson that
No,
like
it was Ramondre and
Ramondre
Trevion.
destroyed that within the first half? You know,
Um,
I think it was something crazy.
I don't know. I don't know who it was against, but I know the
So
Saints could really stop the run, and we could not do anything against them.
no, but there was one that we did whatever we wanted. But yeah. Anyway, Bijan Robinson
I'm
is going
saying
to be.
the Pats have
It's going to be
not
a problem,
allowed.
but there's something wrong. There's actually who was talking about it today. Who was talking about Evan Lazar was talking about it this he Evan Lazar was talking about it this week. I
Yeah.
forget which show he was talking about it on, but he was just saying that with Bijan Robinson, it's they get the thing about the Falcons is they were saying, or he was saying, they have more of a scheme issue in some ways,
Yeah.
and so they have a lot of talent, and there's some questionable things coming from the direction of the coaching.
Yep.
I I haven't really seen it. I can't. I'm looking for that. That's what I'm looking for.
Uh-huh.
What Evan's talking about. Um, but for the most part, he was saying, they're gonna go. He's gonna go um, out wide to the right. He's gonna go to the right. He's gonna maybe go again, and then
Yeah.
maybe to the other side, but not a lot down the middle.
Yep.
And once in a while, maybe a two gap or a duo thing. But you know, he said it's like very predictable. I forget what else um, he was pointing, but that's something to look out for. It's like, well, they got all this talent, but uh, they have to have. There has to be a captain of the ship. You
Yeah.
know, they have to navigate all that. The talent can't do it themselves.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. Um
so
yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think the
well,
Patriots will be able to come down with it. I think it's going to be one of their harder games fought, but I don't think I mean the Panthers beat them 30 to nothing. But
hey,
any given
uh,
Sunday.
look, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Um
no, the Panthers aren't terrible.
no, they're not, but we
It's
beat
not
them,
good.
so
Um, yeah. Final thoughts on that. What about the score?
score. I'm going to go with let's see. What's your score? Do you have it right now? Do you have it yet?
By the way, got a little Richard Seymour.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yep. No Cole Strange jersey anymore?
Oh, I got the Cole Strange.
You wore it every show.
I did.
You did. Almost
Well,
every.
I
You
think I
wore it a lot.
stopped and I just started getting lazy and wearing flannels. I did like 10 shows for you last year.
Yeah.
And none of those checks cash, by the way. But
um, no, but score prediction. I got let's see, 28-3. No, I'm
ooh,
kidding. No, I'm
okay,
kidding. No,
okay.
a 28-3 would be really funny though. Um, I don't think it's clicked for you yet. Patriots versus Falcons. Super Bowl 28-3.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, there we
yeah.
go. There we go. No, but we'll go with 20.
You know what? Hold on. You know what did click when you said that? I'd be like 28-3. We'd be at that at the half.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where my brain went.
But it didn't go to the Falcons part.
No, because
No.
someone's trying to get my attention in another room.
No. Yeah.
No, but yeah. Well, of course, 28-3. The worst thing about that is the poor Falcons fans. Poor Falcons
Hold on, the
fans.
Falcons fans, not the poor Falcons fans.
Freaking
'Cause
poor Falcons fans. They were so sure of themselves.
I know.
And
They were.
they bet it that they did the thing you don't do. You don't bet against Tom Brady.
Yep.
You know, you don't
Yep.
ever do that.
Nope.
And now from now on, people don't. I mean, look at this guy. He's terrible at broadcast, and he's still got a job because they don't want to bet against him.
Nope.
He has put the fear of God on everybody.
Yeah.
Don't bet against Tom Brady.
Nope. Don't do it. Final score. I'll go 20. You gotta include 28. So we'll go 28-10. Patriots.
All right.
But I can also see it being like 28-25. So I just don't
really?
like. I don't like throwing the number in 25 for a football game. So
28-25.
no. So my final score prediction is gonna be 28-10. 28-10.
Okay.
And I can see it like 28-25, something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 30-13.
Yeah, I mean, I like
It's
this.
basically the same as yours.
Yeah, I like this.
I think it's gonna be like the spread that kind.
Yeah, it'll be Patriots blow out the spread once again in the season. Yep.
But it's gonna be another fun game to watch because let's see how they do against some talented players.
Oh yeah.
What if someone figured out the recipe this week? That happens. That's why the NFL is exciting.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yep. We'll see. Yeah, it could be a good game. It could be another blowout. Let's see. I mean, Falcons are a good team, but so are we.
I want to see Drake. Now, I don't want this to happen because I don't want them to be in this situation. But if they are, I would not be upset if I saw Drake May show us what he can do under pressure and come back and win the game.
Yeah. What do you mean under pressure? Under pressure by D lineman or under pressure by
under pressure the clock? Come back and win the game.
Score. Yeah, I would like to see that, but I also I'm okay with not seeing it.
Correct. I
can live without it.
I love it for everyone, I guess. Not for my. It's not entertaining to watch the fourth quarter when you're like, this is a joint practice. This is dumb.
Yeah.
You get to look. You're basically scouting. You're looking at this guy, looking at that guy. Like, oh, what's this guy? What can this guy do? It's like being at practice.
Yeah.
But it would be exciting to see them play a team that can compete and give them a run.
Yep.
Which is going to happen, right? The Bills are not going to go easy on them. Not that they were, but the Bills. I just have a feeling that this next game with the Bills is going to be something. And the Bucks. They got the Bucks, don't they?
Yes, they do. They have the Bucks Week 10.
That's awesome.
They're
going to go in there, and either, why it's awesome?
What?
because I think that this team can rise to the challenge. I think
Yep,
that this team, I think the harder they get pushed, the harder they push back.
I agree.
And I hope that's
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
yeah, it could. I don't know. I want to see a little bit of a push, but nothing that'll change the outcome of a game. If
They're
you know
not
what I
made of
mean.
glass.
Yeah,
They're freaking Patriots, dude.
yeah. Mike Vrabel's Patriots actually, because last
Yeah,
year we were made
they're
out of glass. If yeah,
you know
um, yeah, but they shine like glass. That's for sure.
shine like diamonds.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
So
um, that's all I got for tonight. Um, it was fun. It was fun for you coming back on, and you know, discussing Patriots trade candidates. Some thoughts on players, and ended off with Patriots versus Falcons predictions. So hopefully we get the win this week. It could be a challenging game, but I think we'll be able to take it on and win it. So any final thoughts?
yeah, just go get the W, right? Like
Yep, that's right.
that's it.
Go get it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you once again for coming on, and we'll do it again soon. I'll give you a text, and yeah, we'll talk about it. So,
All right.
everyone, thank you for listening tonight, and that's it. So, yep. Make sure to go follow Patriot Focus on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube, and that's all. So, go Pats, and good night.